Well, it is evening here in Occoquan, Virginia. So, good evening. My name is Vicky Soma. I want to learn live streaming. I'm going to dive in. I have trying out this StreamYard. Um, so, what I'm going to do, and first off, I'm calling this a speed stream because my children go to bed in now 28 minutes. But hopefully, what I need to do or want to do isn't going to take too long. Um, if you follow my Twitter, you may have seen I did a 3D model of a wedding venue. Oops. I see learning by doing. It would help for you to see my screen. So I did a 3D model of a wedding venue for a wedding I was attending, and it was a big hit with the bride and groom. But what was going on here was I'm working on from pictures on the internet. And let's see if I can find that. I'm working on pictures from the internet, and this was from their website here. And I thought that there's just one window here on the front. And if you zoom in really close, you can see like there's this little baby window there that I missed in my 3D model. And so this is something where I showed up at the wedding and I'm like, oh dear, there's a window I missed. And then there was another little thing going on as well. Um, there was a patio here with some railing. So I just kind of extrapolated what I thought it was going to look like, and I made the railing go all the way across. And when I got to the event, I learned that there is a doorway there, or it's not full. I think I had a picture somewhere else. Let's see. Here we go. So yeah, the railing doesn't go all the way across. So I thought I would go ahead and try to make those edits real quick so I can print a new copy for the bride and groom. They were very grateful and they didn't seem to mind the little flub in details, but I kind of do. So I think the first thing that I'm gonna do, luckily, I'm hoping I'm gonna get in and out here. The back and the front were mostly symmetrical. I was actually wondering, like, oh, I wonder why there isn't a window. I thought maybe there's some kind of storage or something here. One thing you may notice while I'm here in Blender, I did kind of keep my options open. I modeled the roof, the tan pieces as separate parts to give myself the capability, if I wanted to print this on the dual extruder machine, the MakerGear M3 ID. In the end, when I did my test print, I really liked how it looked in the Protopasta Unicorn Tears, I think it's called. It's like a white glittery. It looked very wedding-like. So I went ahead and stuck with the one color, but the option is still there for the future. I guess maybe of interest in Blender, I do like to keep things in collections. So if I wanted to hide all of the deck, I could. Um, Same thing with windows and textures and stuff like that, and the stonework. And then I do keep like sections for my templates for my stonework and all that. Uh, I don't have the confidence to just delete things outright. So a lot of times I will just put a collection of rejects and maybe copy things that weren't very effective in there. When in essence, I rarely ever go back to them, and I can always just delete them. All right, so starting off here, like what I was going to say, we can go ahead and I think I probably will rename that my windows and doors and put like reject in here. Um, oh goodness, you know what? I was in my head, I was thinking before I started this, I'm like, oh, I'm going to separate these out and I'm going to just copy the window that I'm missing. But really, I am just going to duplicate my objects. I'm going to hit escape, move over here to. Oh, by the way, this is my first time using Blender 3.5 or 3.6 or whatever. I just installed this on a new laptop. For moving this over, I'm gonna turn on my little magnet tool here and try to, you know what? I'm gonna hide my siding here so I can make sure that it's connecting to the base of the house itself. And we'll turn that siding back on. See, this is really, really gonna be a speed stream, huh? So I think we're all good there. The next thing I want to do in the reeling is go ahead and get rid of this little panel here. The When I looked at the real building, there's actually more doors here. They have a door to get to the kitchen and multiple doors to the awesome, fantastic dancing area. But I think in the final print, you don't really pay a lot of attention to those details. So those are details that I'm okay with letting slide. So over here, now sometimes if I'm not feeling that um, confident in my changes, I would duplicate it and make it like a little backup just to keep, just in case. But I think we're gonna go ahead and, oh yeah, it says, oh, because it's a Boolean. I think I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. And I'm hitting my tab key. Oh, this is not what I expected, is it? Railing side. I know what I'm doing. Um, the the two objects that I was joining together, I think, um, turned on. So let's see here. The deck, railing side. It's like vertical. Where was the one that I applied the? All right, let's try this again here. So, well, add a little more content to my stream then, huh? Okay. So what? Oh, I think I see. Okay. Well, maybe I don't. Um, so we'll just reface them. Make sure that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I thought I'd keep it nice and symmetrical there. Okay. And we'll switch over to our vertice mode, and this will be super exciting for everybody. Watching me like doot, 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 hitting F face, which sometimes with 3D printing in Blender, you do your modeling and it's not quite clean, and they have a nice little add-on tool for 3D printing, a plugin, and it will check and show you all your non-manifold edges, and sometimes it's easiest just to delete them and reface them. Alrighty. And now we have 20 minutes until my kids go to bed, so I'm feeling in good shape. Zooming in so I can see a little bit better of what I am doing here. And you know what? I'm realizing I'm missing all those little bottom ones. Because this is a new computer, I haven't quite put in I didn't get my little 3D printing plug-in here, so we'll see that again one day. Alrighty. Yes, and dun, 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 dun. All right, so now we have that section going. Don't need to do that one. We'll do this. This Misty Mountain Event Barn, if you are in the West Virginia area and in the marketplace for some kind of lovely place for an event like a wedding, this place was absolutely fantastic. It was right in the mountains of West Virginia, and we couldn't have gone. It was a peak foliage. We couldn't have gotten better weather. It was one of the most beautifulest, one of the most stunning weddings that I have ever been to venues, and everything seemed to run smoothly from the DJing to the catering. So it seems like the event organizers, the venue organizers and managers know exactly what they're doing. One thing I don't show in this 3D model is just how beautiful it is on the inside with just all these lovely hardwood and light spaces, and they had 3 projector screens showing slideshows of the bride and groom. Quite nice. Let's see if I just okay. All right. So, yeah, think I will go ahead and export this. Now, when I was thinking of doing the two color printing, what I would do is I'd click all of the tan things and export that as an STL, and then I'd click all the burgundy things as an STL as well. Here, I'm very lucky. I can just highlight everything. And I'll go ahead and do file export. One thing I've in Blender, it always defaults to everything in the project, so you very often want to hit selection only. So I'm calling this Rev 2, and we'll go ahead and throw that in. Now, since it's a brand new laptop, I don't have my slicers on here other than a a version of Prusa Slicer. I have the source code on this machine, and I was playing with doing the writing my own infills. So I do have a compile of Prusa Slicer on this laptop, but I think I will save the slicing for a different time. All right. Well, this is my speed stream, and I'll see how it looks and if my internet is good enough for all of this. And maybe I'll do some more. Thank you if you came by, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Oh, hi. I guess I should say hi. Hi, everybody. I'm, oh, thanks, Mike. Hi. All right. And both two familiar faces from Earth. So thank you for joining me on such short notice and watching. Hopefully, the audio was okay and the resolution was okay.